Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. I know we've played Isaac and Blue Baby, and I guess it's a good time to play Cain. I just kind of like going through the favorites, and then the slightly less favorites, and then Samson. That's usually what ends up happening. How am I grammar right now? I don't even. So Cain is pretty sweet. Only downside is Sack of Pennies sucks. No, the downside is that he has some higher speed that I don't necessarily like. But the lucky foot means that pills can't be bad, they can only be good or neutral. And we win more at gambling of various types for various increases in winning amounts. It's pretty nice. He does only fire from one eye, which actually does have impacts. You can't have both technologies, and if you get either of them alone, you won't, like if you get technology 2, you will only be firing technology 2, not tiers. So that's another thing, and his tiers also only, they don't have that side, the alternating positioning, basically, I guess is a way to put it. So they don't fan out, they're all straight in the same line, so your aiming's a little easier in certain situations where that matters. Which, I mean, it exists. Those situations exist for sure. That was silly damage. And as we now know, taking red heart damage on the floor does decrease your chance of a devil room pretty significantly, so on an XL floor we can actually get a devil room on the first floor, but getting Mom's Knife means I don't know that I'm worried about whether or not I do. I love Mom's Knife. It's just so much, it's tons of fun. That's what it is, and getting it in the first item room makes me very happy. We do need to get a little bit of tiers so that we can charge it faster to get better distance out of it. Small rock, well, that does have a fire rate up, it has a speed down, and it has a damage up. It's literally everything that I wanted at that very moment. All I really need is some health ups right now, and I'm already happy, but that would be pretty much the rest of what I need for my life. And I've really wanted to have a Mom's Knife run for a little while now. So I'm glad that it just kind of was like, hey, here you go. This pleases me quite greatly. Oh, you think you're getting away, but you're not getting away. And while we still have, like, a practical inability to... Ah, darn, I was hoping that Larry Jr. would be the second boss so that we could just use the death card to not take any red heart damage on the second boss, and thus get that chance for the deal with the devil, since only the second boss counts with boss room stuff. But Monstro should not be hard. Anyway, Mom's Knife's a little more challenging while we still have the inability to fire at range particularly easily. Parasite, not worth anything, and nor is, we can't even take the razor. I place a bomb there because there's a rock behind the statue and I want it to be a tinted rock. It would amuse me. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing that would happen other than it would be a normal tinted rock, but I would like it a lot. So that's why I do that, which is something people often wonder, so I try to make it a point to explain it every so often. And then we're just going to finish off the floor looking for the other item room. Triple kill. Pretty much, I think it's impossible with a knife to kill all 4 of them, but I might be wrong. I mean in one throw, of course. Can throw it diagonally. Takes a little bit of timing on the let go. It's surprisingly precise, but it's how it is. We're getting a lot of bombs, and that's not a problem, but I am a little worried about my keys. I have just enough right now, but as we continue, that might change relatively easily. So we did get a tears up from the second boss's item, got a health up from the first. I would have preferred 2 health ups, but the tears up does not bother me, at least. It just could have been different, it could have been better. Definitely worth a bomb for that. And dead bird, sure, I'll take that. When we get hit, we spawn that dead bird, and that chases stuff down and attacks it, and does 2 damage per hit. That's a key, and I'm going to open that golden chest, because I can. Hope it gives me keys or a health up or something. Tammy's head, even. I'd take Tammy's head right now. There are a lot of options. Or I'll take 2 bombs. That sounds like a good time as well. I could probably guarantee myself something from the curse or the sacrifice room, but I'm not going to, especially without a key. With a key, it might have been worth it. Without one, nah, it's not too worth it, since it would most likely be something that we just couldn't open up at all. Oh, that's not a key. So I guess we're waiting on the item room, but at least we don't have a D6, which is something that never makes sense to say, in that at least we're not wasting rerolls in this situation by not having keys. So I do have that to say for at least we don't have a D6. As awkward and strange and wrong as that is conceptually, it fits right now. So this might be the secret room next to that shop. I don't know. It's possible. Bobby bomb. Now our bombs home in on enemies, and we get 5 more bombs. And also Wrath's bombs will home in on Wrath, because for whatever reason they count as our placed bombs. That's cool. Okay, so I kill the motors, which is M-O-T-E-R-S, not M-O-T-O-R-S. And those are the double flies, but I don't kill the big spiders. Balls of Steel is an awesome, awesome pill for us, especially since I still haven't taken red heart damage on this floor. And that means that I can, by continuing not to take that red heart damage, I can drastically increase my chance of deal with the devil. Although, since I didn't take a deal with the devil previously, I could get an angel room instead. Darn. I would have bombed in the shop. Now that I have 15 cents, it's totally reasonable to go to the shop. Try and get something out of that. Peep. That's cool. I can deal with Peep. Hopefully, at least. And obviously one item we're hoping for is Polyphemus, because that just makes my life super fun. Pageant boy. I mean, I'm not... If I get a D6, I'll be upset that I took that, but I doubt I'll get a D6 this floor if I get one at all. It would surprise me more than I'd be upset. That's for sure. So we didn't get a devil room because our chance was multiplied by 1/4 of its total. And that probably was the reason. Alright, we'll go in here because we got to go to the curse rooms, and we just walk in and get Guardian Angel. See? That easy sometimes. Which will be an orbital. Blocking tears. Damaging enemies for 7 damage each hit on contact. And it and everything else that orbits around us from now on will go about 1.5 times as fast. Dang, I'm not good at picking spots, I guess. That should still be good. Slot machine. Yeah, it's probably worth playing, but I'm not going to. And I'll put a full heart into the blood donation machine. Because maybe... I didn't want to. I'll also blow it up because I have lots of bombs right now. 1 cent. That wasn't exactly worth a bomb, I'll say that much. So I have no means of getting into the shop. I mean, I could gamble for it. Might be worth it. But I'm not going to. Oh, that was only a half heart. What a catastrophe. So, Caves 2. Curse of the Lost, increasing the size of the floor by 4 rooms. Another pill. Puberty. That doesn't do anything except an aesthetic. So it's neutral instead of bad. Because like I said, we can't get bad pills, only good and neutral. So far, we have a good one and a neutral one. No complaints. I'm cool with what we got. Okay. And there's our item room, but I don't have any keys. So this might not be accessible for a little bit. Which would be obviously displeasing. Well, that's definitely not going to get me in there right now. So let's go onward to find something. Something being anything. I need a key. I'd like a challenge room. Probably not a boss challenge room, in all honesty. I probably just want the convenience of using this death card to fully clear a challenge room without any effort. So it won't be red heart damage, but I'm not going to go to the curse room until after I've fought the boss for that extra devil room chance. Curse room does count as red heart damage for the floor if you take red heart damage from it. Which, so do sacrifice rooms, but sacrifice rooms were already bad, so I don't think that matters too much. I do want to avoid the curse room, and you do too, if you only have red hearts though, until after you fought the boss and seen if you got a devil room or not. Now, I do believe that taking damage on the boss also counts as taking damage on the floor, if you haven't taken damage on the floor yet, so you kind of have to fully clear the floor with no damage to manage to get that Devil Room chance. Damage up and health up right here from the Odd Mushroom. Also a speed down. I like it. It is pretty awesome. It's a pretty minor damage up, but it's a damage up, and the health up and speed down are quite nice. We're probably somewhere around Isaac's base speed right now, which is a great place to be, I would have to say. It's pretty much the perfect speed as far as you can handle everything, and you have pretty good precision in your movement if you would like to have it. Still haven't found the shop, but I can't go to the shop. Yeah, this is definitely worth a key, or definitely worth a bomb, because I think this, yeah, was balls of steel. And a key. And I have lots of bombs anyway. So here's what you do. You pause at the start, heard all 3 waves spawn, and then you just use the death card. And suddenly you didn't actually have to do anything. Health up is one of our pills too, so I like that. It means we can get a lot of health if we have an arcade somewhere along the line, and this floor is a pretty likely candidate, he says, as an arcade appears. So maybe I might spend time messing with the arcade to attempt to get more good pills and things. We shall see. For this boss fight, we will get a little Chad drop, sadly, and I'm not going to take that in case we get the relic, as having little Chad makes the relic drop less frequently, as having any dropping familiar makes any other dropping familiar drop less frequently, as well as the one you just picked up. Bible's a pretty bad item in this game, but if we still have it when we get to Mom or It Lives, then having flight well, the flight isn't worth anything. The Bible just kills those 2 bosses instantly, which is nice, I guess. It's just not at all necessary, especially with Mom's knife. And I aim to drop this as soon as I can. Arcade might get my time. It might get some of my time. What I want to open this chest almost more than I want to go to the arcade, or the shop, because that could have been greed, but it wasn't. It was a 50% chance. I will buy the key, and I will buy this, because this is going to be luck up, which doesn't matter for us. It does pretty much nothing at this point. And that's telepills to get a speed up trinket, which I don't want because I don't want more speed. With our key, we're going to open up that golden chest totally, and then we have another telepills that I'll use after I've done everything in order to get to maybe an I Am Error room, and maybe not. If not, it's not the end of the world. Hopefully it'll teleport me closer to the boss at least, so I don't have as much backtracking to do. It's all I can ask for. Of course, it might not cooperate with that, but I tried. Okay, beggar, I really want to make you give me stuff. So I should and will look for the secret room. Hopefully right here. Not convenient. I want to play it, but I don't want to spend all my money yet. I want to see if I can go to the... okay, I want the arcade to be a potential option, but I don't know that I actually want to go to the arcade. Interesting enough, I know. 9 cents. 7 cents, that's good too. Alright, definitely playing the beggar, who will hopefully give me Polyphemus. But he can give me like shop items and health ups and things. It's interesting. Let's just see what happens. And immediately remote detonator, which isn't too valuable. I'll actually keep the Bible over it. But picking it up does give you 5 bombs, so it's totally worth picking up, besides so that you don't see it again in the run. Which is actually something that might be desirable not to do, at least with Isaac, because with Isaac you can maybe have a better chance of refreshing the pool, all the pools rather, by not picking up the spacebar items, which is interesting and not like confirmed or anything like that, but possibly the case. So not spending my money in the arcade happens. Okay, Curse of Labyrinth means we just lost a shop. Lost a chance at a devil room. We need to teleport in order to get there. I didn't use the telepills because I forgot. We have 2 keys so we can get to both item rooms. And I want to save this telepills for the mom fight in case we do earn a double room, and as such I can teleport out and walk back in to see if I can go in there, which is my objective. And that means I can also fight the boss immediately if I find it sooner than I find some other stuff. Okay, I can't afford the shop, and since I expect it to be greed, I'm not going to bother it without extra keys because I have like no keys. I love when it does the loop around. That's so nice of the game to generate a floor like that because it saves me a lot of backtracking. 5 more cents means the shop is now viable, but that doesn't mean I want to spend time there. Okay. Juked them. I hate masks and hearts, by the way. They're some of the worst enemies. They're definitely up there high in the running. Bomb bag, another dropping familiar. Not worth having. I don't even like the relic, but I do want it to be maximally efficient, of course, in case I do get it. Oh, I can't believe that actually hit me. I think I was against the wall, though, and being against the wall actually lowers your speed if you're against the wall in the right manner, or the wrong manner if you want to look at it that way, because it is definitely detrimental. There can be an arcade on this floor, because this counts as an even floor, so maybe we're on the lookout for that, and maybe not, I don't know. Okay, Blue Baby Soul I may as well hang on to. It's a familiar. Bounces around the room, shoots spectral homing shots. And that's alright. I don't mind it. It's nothing special. But it's a trinket, so I don't mind a trinket familiar because I can easily get rid of that at like any given moment. Now, one reason that you've probably wanted me to check in the arcades so far is because fortune tellers with Cain or with the lucky foot really can't get fortunes, meaning you win over 99% of the time. I've never actually lost, but it is possible to get nothing at all. So that's one thing. Alright, we're going to get a cube of meat, which I actually like, because that'll be an orbital for us. It's the same as the Guardian Angel, except it doesn't increase speed of stuff, and it stacks with a later cube of meat that we could get. We can get one more. And this is Cheese Fest, although I don't know why I didn't just use the Bible immediately. Health up, I like. We need to take the Polaroid in case we get an I am error room from this telepills. But we didn't. And honestly, I'm not going to go back there until the end of the floor. It doesn't matter. Order-wise, I want to find the item room. Yep, whatever. Losing the chance of the devil room right now doesn't actually matter because we already either have it or don't have it. It's there or it is not. Nothing more I can do about it. So I don't mind losing that health. Besides the fact that I could die, of course, which would, well, that would kind of suck because then I'd be dead. We're doing a lot of damage. He does have a 1.2 times damage multiplier. Cain's a pretty good character, starting with that damage and the lucky foot. And I mean, 2 health is not a huge negative. It's pretty not bad for what he has. Okay. Item room should be up here. Yes. Yes, it is. Let's see about killing all these fools. 1 more cent is always necessary. And I can go to the shop Spider Butt. I will honestly hang on to the Bible over it, which is weird. Definitely weird. Spider Butt's probably better, since I'm only going to be using the Bible to kill It Lives. Alright, we can afford both this and this. So we have a soul heart and the compass. Compass will show us the location of all icon rooms without showing us how to get to them. And that's pretty nice, so we see that there's a mini-boss, which is the reason that greed wasn't in that shop after all. And now there's totally no reason to go into that arcade because I only have 1 cent, so that'd get me in there and then I wouldn't be able to do anything. Could blow some stuff up or play the blood donation machine since there is some health laying around. Maybe. Inaccessible. Only half a heart is accessible. Yeah, probably not gonna bother. Remember, Bobby Bomb is doing that for us, causing Rat's Bomb to home in, like I said. So it's kind of silly. Because Wrath is just like, what's going on? I don't like this. Leave me alone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not actually doing it. You're doing it to yourself. Yeah, I will touch it. I kind of normally don't touch it because you could get the D6 later, and it's easy to get that drop to happen kind of frequently, because you might fight Wrath a lot in the chest. Ah, no room. That's okay. Let's get on with our lives then. Hopefully the boss is this way after all. But often the womb, utero, floors after the depths are pretty confusing about where things actually are. They look like they're somewhere, and then they're actually nowhere near that. So it looks like we'd want to go up from here, and who knows if we actually do. Hanged Man gives us flight for a room, much like the Bible. But the Bible's a 6-room charge. Oh, come on, you've got to be kidding me. Now, I mean, I'm losing health at a slightly rapid rate, surprisingly. Yeah, shoot at me all you want. 2 cents. This actually did get us to the boss. I'm actually surprised. Because that's frequently not the case. This is definitely worth a bomb. And you're like, why would you just leave the room like that before getting your key? Increasing the blast radius of the bomb by leaving the room so that we can blow up all 4 rocks and check for tinted rocks, since you can't tell tinted rocks from regular rocks in the womb. I'm in no hurry to have the key. Keys, I mean, I don't have the need for it, really. Until later. Assuming I can make it to the chest at all. Which, at this point in time, is not even a little bit guaranteed. So we'll see. We will certainly see. Loki 2, not a bad fight. At all. We're hoping for a devil or angel room. We didn't get one, and we get a shot speed up, which I'm going to take for the tarot card, because I have Mom's Knife. It shouldn't matter. Temperance really doesn't appeal to me, and neither does the Hanged Man. I'll hang on to the Temperance, which probably won't make a difference. The thing is that unlike slot machines, you can't actually blow up a Temperance card in order to get, or a blood donation machine in the chest to get an item, making it kind of, I mean, it's not worth much right now at all. Wow. Why don't I just lose my balls of steel pill immediately? 2 soul hearts it gave me and everything. I will go in here. Could give us something good. Book of Shadows I'm going to take after I one-shot, or I kill It Lives using the Bible. Because that'll allow me to do really good stuff with this Mom's Knife. Giving me 10 seconds of invincibility to just get in there and do tons and tons of damage. So I'll just walk in here, use the Bible, win that fight. The Devil Room is not actually a useful Devil Room, by the way. It's just a trapdoor to Sheol, which we have no interest in. But what we do have interest in is blowing up the rock behind the Devil Rooms, or behind the Devil statue, in hopes of the tinted rock again. And it didn't happen again. But that's not at all surprising. There's so many. It's such a small chance. It's like 1 in 90 or something. 1 in 91, maybe 93. It's small. So that not happening, not at all surprising. One day it will, though, and that'll be a glorious day in my life. So we're gonna see. Oop. Don't hit me, please. Okay, that was a little scary. This looks like it might be the right way, but you can never know with these later floors. And this is also kind of risky. This is a 3-room charge, this book. So I should probably just use it a little more liberally. But that ain't me, I guess. Alright, we found the way to the boss immediately. Which I like. Oh, come on. Stop what you're doing. Please just die easily. We only have 1 key, though. So I don't have means to get into all of the chests in the chest, unless the first one just gives me skeleton key, which I would have to say is relatively unlikely. So it's better to repeatedly tap the thing to keep chucking your knife out than to just stand there with the knife in an enemy. So you know, if you didn't already. And I mean, we got most of it done. It's not like this is going to be a big deal of a fight. Should be a little more careful, because it's not a guaranteed win yet, and I'm at pretty low health. So I wouldn't say that, depending on what's in the chest, this is easy for this to go badly. Black bean. Oops, I did not mean to place a bomb. I meant to press Q and then E, because I'm certainly not playing that. Gave me a half heart. Darn. I mean, I guess I'll take the black bean. Because it's a special item, that means that Polyphemus not being a special item does have an increased chance of spawning now. Because special items decrease the chance of finding other special items. But I think we're going to die. Can you? Thank you. If we don't, I think it'll be a little bit miraculous. Oh man, that was scary. Okay, that is one Loki dead. This is difficult. There we go, one Boomfly. I wish I had killed more than one at once. That would be mighty nice. I thought that might have been close enough, and I was like, oh well, here we are. At half a heart, one hit from death. But we're not, yet. Super Wrath, the Super Troll Bombs don't home in on them. They still home in on me. Sadly. Oh no. Oh, come on. Good. That's exactly what I needed to happen. I'm still fast enough to avoid the Super Troll Bombs. Like I said, we're at pretty much the perfect speed. Mr. Mega allowing our bombs to do more damage and have a larger blast radius. Well, what could... This is pretty questionable. I'm gonna go for it. Alright, I'm just gonna place a bunch of bombs because they're homing. Alright, this is winnable. This has been won, and I'm honestly not gonna clear the chest right now. Wow, 27 minutes for the chest. You could call that a speed run, but you wouldn't be right, because that's just not how I am usually. I don't speed run, but I do enjoy a nice, relaxing mom's knife run that comes right down to the wire sometimes. So, I hope you enjoyed that episode. I really did. I needed a run like that. Just like I needed that break, I guess. Like I said, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.